Chris Brown is getting dragged to court by his ex because he's a deadbeat dad, to absolutely no one's surprise. While Ia Guzman demands that he pay his fair share to support his daughter, royalty, a shocking report claims that Chris has a surprising person in his corner. Rihanna is allegedly heartbroken that Chris is getting dragged back into court. Ia Guzman says that Chris owes her a lot of child support money for their little girl, royalty. Chris strenuously objects. An alleged inside source close to Rihanna tells Hollywood Life that Rihanna feels sorry for Chris Brown, if you can imagine. Rihanna's heart goes out to Chris as he deals with his baby mama drama, the source claims. Apparently, she not only feels compassion for his plight but confidence that he's being a good dad. To hear this insider tell it, she has no doubts that Chris loves and supports his daughter. Loving and supporting someone is, for the record, not the same thing as meeting your court-ordered child support payments. According to this report, Rihanna's takeaway from their relationship is basically that Chris Brown is a family man who always does right by his loved ones. And Rihanna also knows from their time together that being a father was something he's always wanted, the insider declares. Wanting something really bad always means that you're responsible with it, right? Like teens and new cars, or little kids and puppies, or Chris Brown and women. And although she's not involved in his life anymore, the source claims. From her perspective he's been super devoted to his daughter royalty. If she's not in his life anymore, what possible perspective could she have? Unless she reads a lot of wholesome Chris Brown fiction. To be clear, this alleged source isn't going so far as to claim that Rihanna knows the facts of the case or, any salient details. Rihanna has no idea what his child support agreement is though, the insider admits. But apparently that's not important to her, the source says, and she has no real interest in those details. She does, however, feel confident that Chris will do the right thing when it comes to supporting his daughter, the insider asserts. So this report is claiming that Rory is Chris' ideal character witness. If Rihanna is really viewing Chris through rose-tinted glasses, Chris' feelings are said to be even stronger. Not a day goes by without Chris thinking about Rihanna, an insider tells Hollywood Life. He still thinks she's the most beautiful girl in the world and he truly believes that she's the love of his life. First of all, he doesn't think that Rihanna's the most beautiful girl in the world. He knows. It's a fact. Chris tries to live his life without regrets, the source reports. But he can't help wishing things had played out differently between him and Rihanna. We'll say this much: there are some men who beat a woman's face until it's almost beyond recognition and don't regret it. But rejects don't mean that Chris is a good dude. Rihanna is many things. Savvy, beautiful, talented, gorgeous, funny, stunningly attractive, witty, the list goes on. What she is not is a damn fool. A little more compassionate than is good for her. Sure. But she's no fool. We have an extremely difficult time believing that Rihanna imagines that Chris is some kind-hearted family man. She knows better than most that he is not. But we could absolutely believe that Rory has a friend who is STTY enough to project their own nostalgia for Chris onto her and also blab about it to a tabloid. We're not saying that this is what happened, but it's certainly more plausible than Rihanna losing her mind.